So now today we are going to discuss about table in ServiceNow. Okay. Once we create a table, then we'll start. Okay. Uh, some other activities. So here a table. So what is mean by table? Okay. Recording started. Okay. See in the service now, whatever there in the service now, everything is stored in one table. Okay. So in the table, data is arranged in the metadata format. Okay. So we discussed form builder, form design, and form layout. So today we are going to discuss about tables. Okay. The basic definition. Okay. Table means a table is a collection of rows and columns. Okay. So here each row corresponds a record and each field on the form corresponds to a column. Okay. A table is a collection of rows and columns. See here. So in ServiceNow, everything, every data is stored in the table format. In which format? In the table metadata format. For example, I'm going to store something here. 49. Okay. Hyderabad. Can you tell me what is this? I type here something data. Okay. Can you tell me what is this? So here we may predict different answers. Yes. Why? Because this is a open data. There is no any label. There is no any heading. So we can say 49 is okay. 49 is some in the apartment number in this place is a flat number. Maybe this is a maintenance cost. Might be Vaishnav said no 49 is the route the Hyderabad. Okay. So 121 times the bus will rotate, and is 50,000 people will travel in that 49 buses. The route number, this is in Hyderabad. There are 121 buses on 49, and total travelers are on one day 50,000. So here might be someone can say another answer. Okay. Why? Because here there is no any label, there is no any heading. So in ServiceNow, everything is stored in a format. Okay, in a format. Okay. So here format is every record is stored correspond to the heading, employee ID, name, email, email, and location. So now we can easily tell employee ID 10 ABC ABC at the rate test.com, and location is Hyderabad. So now if we showcase this data to anyone, everyone they can tell yes, 10 is the employee ID and his name is ABC, his email ID is abc at the test.com, is located in the Hyderabad location. So previous, that is a prediction, the based on the person how we treating, he can analyze that one. But here there is a exact value, exact meaning. So in ServiceNow also everything is stored in RDBMS, Relational Database Management System. That means in the email column, we store only email, not the employee ID. Okay. For example, B at the rate, B at the rate test.com. This we cannot do. In the employee ID column, we store only employee ID. Name column, we store name. Email column, we can provide only email. Location column, we can provide the location. This is about metadata. So in the ServiceNow supports this metadata for every table. We need these labels. These labels are nothing but in ServiceNow columns or fields. Below these are, okay, Hyderabad, Bangalore, 1020 ABC. These we call it as the records. Okay. So in the table, this is the employee ID, the first column. Name is the second column. Email is the third column. Location is the fourth column. So here ABC is the cell. We know very well about Excel, how they arrange it. Same thing. This is we call it the cell. Employee ID is name. Here this is the cell. This entire we call it as, okay, in the vertical column. In this one of the field value, we can call it as the cell. Okay. So here see table is the formatted is in which format, rows and column format. Okay. Here horizontal are nothing but rows. These rows are nothing but records. Each record is a unique. Okay, and and these verticals are there, vertical boxes, three in the green. These we call it as the columns. Okay, in this column there is a some specific field. Okay, some cell value, one part, one box, we call it as a cell. Okay, these entire is stored in the database. Database is nothing but your table. List and forms provided user friendly interface for managing the tables, records and fields. Yesterday we opened the incident form. Okay, what are the fields we know? Those fields we call it as here as a columns. Okay, so table is a collection of rows and columns. Each row corresponds to a record and each fields on the form we call it as a column in the service. So basically we have different types of tables. Okay, so some tables created by ServiceNow, some tables created by developer. Okay, the first table, core tables. So core tables means these tables are created by ServiceNow. These tables are created by ServiceNow. Okay, so these are the core tables. Example, example, task table, CMDB, CMDB, CI table. Okay, then incident table, problem table, change table, user table, group table, role table. Okay, SC underscore request table, SC underscore request underscore item table. Okay, these all the tables are created by ServiceNow. So these we call it as the out of the box tables. Okay, out of the box tables. When we request a instance, then by default you can see these tables. These are the core tables which are created by ServiceNow. Okay, so why I retain the two lines? In the first, there are two tables. Below are the some other tables. Why means there is a logic. Here, from the core tables, again I can classify into two other tables. Okay, here, here there is a base tables, base tables. Okay, these tables are created by ServiceNow and these tables are stand alone tables. Stand alone tables means there is no parent. table. Okay, that means these are not extended from any other table. Okay, there is no parent for these tables, and these are not extended from any other table. That means standalone tables. Okay, so those tables and which are created by ServiceNow. Okay, those tables we call it as base table. These are example task and CMDB CI. Entire service now is running on based on this task and CMDB CI tables. Task is the parent for incident, problem, change tables. Okay. So task table handling the request records. CMDB CI is the parent for asset table, software table, hardware table. Okay. CI is nothing but configuration item. About your device, about your assets, CMDB CI is the parent. Okay. So most of the tables are inherited or extended from task table. Still is clear?
Yes.
Vaishnavi, any confusion?
No, no, clear.
Okay. So here, okay. See, all the core tables, they may not base tables. Only task and CMDB CI are the base tables. Why task and CMDB CI are the base tables means these tables are standalone tables. There is no any parent for these tables. These are not extended from any other table. That means the remaining tables are extended tables. 1.2 extended tables. Okay. Which tables are inherited from another table? Inherited or extended? Okay. Or extended from another table. Extended means we are taking the other table fee properties. Okay. That means using other table properties. So properties nothing but field, script, okay, whatever anything are there on the table, we want to use it. Okay, those tables we call it as the extended tables. So extended tables, these are nothing but child tables. Okay, so example incident, problem, change. These are extended tables. From where these are extended? Task table. Okay. So now incident, problem, change are nothing but child tables. Okay. If any table is extended, that table have one parent. Okay. So what are the fields in the parent? All the fields are exist in the extended table. Assume is a task table. Task table is having few fields. Okay. Assignment group, assign to, short description, and description. Some other fields are there. Okay. Assume as of now, these are the fields are available on the task. Okay. If any table is extended from task. Okay. If any table is extended from task, all the properties are inherited to child or newly created table. Okay. If I'm creating one table, okay, for example, incident. Already incident they build. Okay, we are creating one table. My student details. Now here, tell me what are the fields we expected. In this table, automatically, okay, these fields are inherited. What are the fields are there in the task? Those are inherited to my student details table. I can write child table. These all are inherited. Plus, if you want to create any new field, that also you can create it. Okay. Phone number if you want to create. Yes, you can create. You want to create email. Yes, you can create. Okay. See here. Now in which table the fields are more? Obviously, child table. We are extending task. Also, we are adding some other fields in our child table. The simple example, okay, Reliance Industries, okay, in your family also, just consider your grandfather. Your grandfather having 5 acres of land, okay. So your grandfather have only one kid, one child, okay, that is your dad, that is your father. So obviously, your father also having 5 acres of land. Yes or no? If your grandfather is having this much land, definitely that is belongs to your father. Okay. You are the only one person. You are the only one kid for your father. Then you also have this 5 acres. If your father earned added 5 acres add. Okay. So definitely you have total 10 acres. Got it? So where the fields are more coming to service now here? This is the parent, first parent, 5. The child, all the properties from parent are added, plus child also earned something is the extra. So in the child table, we can create new field. So in the child table, we can see there are more fields compared with parent. Okay. So this is the extended table. Then the next table, custom tables. These are the tables created by developer or admin. We call it as a custom table. And custom tables, custom table name is start with u underscore or x underscore. Every custom table name, not the label, name is starts with u underscore or x underscore. If any table starts with u underscore, that means the table is created by developer. Or if any table name is starts with x underscore, that is means that is created by developer. Other than these tables, we have some other tables, system tables. To maintain the platform purpose, okay, ServiceNow create itself created tables itself. Those tables we call it as system tables. These are nothing but sys underscore dictionary. Sys underscore dictionary. This is the dictionary entry table. And sys underscore journal table. And sys underscore label. And sys underscore db underscore object. This is nothing but table. To store all the tables, this is a table, okay, and dictionary about your fields configuration, all the details are stored in dictionary table. And the label, whenever you create any field, that field having one label, okay, that label is stored in the labels table. Journal is nothing but work notes or comments are available in the journal table. So these are the for system service now created for maintain the platform purpose. Okay. Now we are going to create one custom table. Okay. So for create a custom table, where we need to go? Okay. How to create a table in ServiceNow. Okay. To create a table in ServiceNow, we need to go application navigator. Here you need to under system definition, you can type tables. You need to click the new. So this is the format. Okay. I'm going to show you If I type tables under system definition, you can see tables. Okay. Before that, see here, you can see task is the parent, is the base table, incident problem or child tables. Okay. So from this task table to these fields are inherited to others. See here on the parent table, for example, number, location. Okay. Tables extended to another tables, creating a parent and child tables. Now this is the child table as the incident. So child table is the inherited from parent. What are the fields in the parent table? Those are visible in the child. Plus there is a one more field they created in the child table, that is the color. A child table inherits the fields of its parent. Okay, those are the number, location, and allows creation of field unique to the child case. So this is not available on the parent. This is created by only child. Then there is a graphical representation. Okay, schema map. What is the schema map means? It displays the details of tables and their relationship. Okay, so this is the view which is in graphical way. Okay, what are the tables we used, where we used? If you want to see, okay, we need to click the schema map. Schema map provides the graphical representation of other tables related to your specific table. From the other table, what are the fields you used in your table? If you want to see, okay, you need to click the schema map. Okay, now we are going to create a table. To create a table, need to go system definition under the tables. Okay, we need to create a new table. So here, if I click tables, if I click tables, see most of the tables we can see label and name. So if any name is starts with u underscore, what it means? That is custom table, not the label. Remember, not the label. Table name. Which table name starts with either u or x underscore? That is a custom table. And label name application. In which application this table we created. Okay, and see here extends nothing but that is informing about parent details. Okay, so problem table, this says inherited from task. So task is the parent, problem is the child. See here, there is no value for this my student details here. What it means? This is the extended, but there is no any parent. Okay, that means this table is a standalone table. This table is a standalone table. Okay, so some tables here having task, some tables having import set row. That means for this table, import set row is the parent table. What are the fields in the import set row table? All the fields are available here. Okay. These are the list of the tables. If we show match with the task, we can see 95 tables inherited from the task. Okay. So I'm going to create one table. Okay. Okay. Click the new. Okay. I'm going to create one table. Okay. So here, see, if you want to create any table in ServiceNow, okay, you need to provide the label. Okay. Once you provide the label, system can take care about your backend name. Okay. And extends. This is indicating if you want any parent table, if you want inherit fields from any other table, then you can select that extends table. All the tables are all the tables will come in the extends table of option means no. See, in India, okay, if you want to cast your vote, there is a rule. Okay, the people's age greater than or equal to 18, then only they are eligible to get the voter ID. Same here, if any table want to act as a parent, then that is must to be extensible, must to be true. See, problem table, if I want problem as parent of any newly created table, that is not possible. Why? Because problem extensible option is false. If I filter out here, we can see how many options, how many tables, 569. If you create a new table, you can use these tables. 568. Same count. One table might be that is the system table that will not we cannot extend it. 568, 569, 569. Okay. So extensible is true, then only you can inherit that table. Otherwise, you cannot. See this problem. We cannot make it as parent for our newly created table. Why? Extensible option is false. Okay. In the right hand side, you can see in which application you are creating. So once you create the table, automatically system create one module. So here, if I type my student, see, this is the application, below is the module. If I create any table, one application, one module will create. Okay. So I'm going to create my trainee details. See, name is auto populated. If I want extends from any other table, okay, yes, I can extend. Okay, I'm going to take task table. Okay. Here see, as of now, columns are nothing. Okay. Once I save this one, either extends as a task, what are the fields in the task? All are inherited to my trainee details table. See, once you saved, the extends table option, okay, is grayed out. We cannot change. Name grayed out. We cannot change. So on the task table, there are 74 fields are created. All the 74 fields are inherited to your table. Okay. Now, now, along with this, you can remember there are 4 ACLs are also created automatically. System creates the 4 ACLs. System creates the indexes. Okay. These are the labels. Your table name and label is created. Okay. And you can see in the control in the future your table you want to use as a parent for any other tables extensible you can mark it as a true. You want to any specific number like incident is a one number format, problem is a one number format, change request is a one number format. If you want that type of number, you can click auto number option. You can click this auto number option. Okay. Once you click at once you click auto number, okay, there is a prefix. The number is begin with my and total 7 characters. My 100 100 3. These are the 4. These two 6 plus 1 2. The next one will come. Okay. Total 7 digits. For example, I will tutor some other users. They want to access my table. I need to provide this role. Okay. Already we know how to provide the role to the user or group. We need to provide this role. Then only user can see this table. So here on the application access, so who can read, who can create, who can update, who can delete. We need to enable based on this role. Okay. The user can do these things. Okay. So allow access to this table via web service means via integration. If you want to update anything here, yes, you can enable. Allow configuration from anywhere. If you want to allow it, you can enable. See here, you can see there are two options. Allow application scope. This application scope only. Okay. This application scope means we are in the global. If you want to update anything, you must be in the global, not in any other scope. Okay. So these are the changes you made and again click the save. So this is one table is set up. Okay. Now I want to build my own fields. Okay. I want to create some fields. So my trainee details. I want to collect. Okay. Who are taking training from my end? I want to collect their details. So what are the details I want to collect? For example, name. Okay. The next name, email, phone number. Okay. And and location. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Any other basic details? Name, email, phone, location, gender. Okay. And okay, leave it. We are going to create one section, nodes, and we are creating one more section, as qualification details. Okay. We are going to create one section, employment details. Okay. We are going to create one section, training details. Okay. I want to store everything on digital format in the service now. Okay. For that, I can create this table. So I can see who are taken training from my end. Okay. I can see all the details. Now we want to configure this table. If you want to add any other field, please tell me. We can add it. So if you want to add more fields, yes, we can add it. Date of birth. Okay. See this. Wait, wait. So this we can add it as address. Okay. Address I can add it. Okay. So now we are going to set up this table. Okay. For this setup, already structure is there. Okay. Already structure is there. We created just now. This is the structure. Okay. Just we need to configure our form. Also, we need to add some other field. For creating the field, yes, you can click this new button and add it. Okay. You can click this new button and add it. Or else below insert a new row, click it and add the field. And there is another option via form builder, via form design, via form layout also. I can arrange my form. I can set up my form. Also, I can create a new fields. Okay. So I am going to showcase with form builder. Okay. Now in the form builder, okay, this is my table name. This is the default view. Okay. Now by default, this is the view is showing which is in the task. Okay. Why? Because we are inherited. So I don't want this assigned to here. I don't want this configuration item here. I don't want this active. I don't want priority. Okay. And this parent. So I want to create some other fields on this tab, on this section, main section. So below the number, I want to create one field, name. Name is the string. Okay. I can create it the string. Then below the name, I want to create email ID. This also I'm creating as a string. Okay. Then right side, I'm going to create another field. Contact number. This is also string. It means free text. Okay. Then after, I can create another field. Gender. See here, we have the some other options. Okay.
What does string means?
String means a free text. You can enter whatever anything.
Okay.
Okay. Say phone number format, phone number. Okay. Include the country code and subscriber number like in this format. Okay. We can do that. Remove contact number. Here I can phone number. Okay. This is phone number. Okay. I can select phone number format. In this format, we need to provide. Okay. Then add a new field to the another field. Phone number, date of birth. Date of birth. Okay. This is the date. Okay. Date field. Only date. I don't want time. Okay. Date. If I want to store is gender details, male or female. Gender. So here we can see there is a checkbox. If you want to use the checkbox or true false. Okay. 57 true false. Okay. If you want any choices, yes, you can provide the choices. Male, female, and some other option. Okay. Checkbox if you want checkbox, we can. Okay. So we can better provide the choices. So here I'm looking for radio button choices. We'll see how this will come. Radio button choices. Going to save it. These choices, use choices, add a choice, male, female, okay. Drop down with none choices. Okay. Choices I added for gender. I can save it. Okay. I want to create some sections. Okay. So below this thing, I want to create a new section. Add a section. My section name here, I need to click it. Notes. Okay. So after this, I want to create another section. Qualification details. Education details. Okay. And I want to create another section. See here, new section, just click it. Either you can modify the name. After education, employment details. 2 column layout I want. This is also 2 column layout I want. Okay, I can change side by side. Okay. After this, I want to create another section, training details. Okay. This is also two column layout. Then next, placement info. Okay. You can click here also, two column layout. If you want, you can click it. Okay. So these are the details I created. Okay. I'm going to configure one field. I can add work notes here. Okay. I need to save it here. Uh, what we call it, qualification. Qualification. This I can add as a choice field. Okay. In these
Can,
choices, I
can we
can
change the font style as well?
style means
The
this
font in a different.
this okay, styles we cannot. Okay. On the here, like education details, you want to another text format.
Mhm.
Yeah, that we cannot. Is a
Oh,
standard are there.
okay. We can
So
change the color for
yeah,
this
we
education.
can change the color. Okay. The colors option is there. The banner frame
Mhm.
or system UI, those we can use it and change it. So I save it. I can see these choices. Education details. Edit the choices. Add a choice. Okay. Uh, Post graduation or masters. Masters, bachelors, and graduation. Graduation and inter or diploma. Only school. Okay. Drop down with none. Masters, graduation, inter diploma, school. Okay. The choice had. So if we selected graduation or master graduation, the course we want to display. Okay. Course. This is again, I want to add choice. Okay. So what are the choices? Save it. You feel what are the choices you want to add it? Yes, you can add it. Yeah. Must have seen computer. This is nothing but uh, MBA, MSc, MCOM, BTech, BSc, and BCom, BA, MPC, and BIPC. Within in your state, you have these courses. MPC, BIPC are directly 11 or 12 class.
Yes. 11, 12.
Okay. Okay. So these are the choices. I'm going to adding drop down with none. I can apply. Okay. See rest, you need to add it. Okay. So I'm going to show you how my form is structured or designed. Now I added these fields. See gender, phone number, email ID, name, DOB, contact number, qualification, course. Okay. I will go and click the show form. See, if you want to open the form from here also you can open, or click here. What is our table name? My training details or my trainee details. Just type my trainee. What is this? Yeah, see here, my trainee just came. Click this one module. You can see the list of your records. As of now, there is no any record. Click the new. Okay, this is your form. Okay, so notes, education, okay, employment, training, and placement. We need to configure everything. I'm going to do work notes. Work notes, customer comments and work notes. Two fields added here. Education details, university. Okay. So you can add it choice type. Okay. And location. There's nothing but place. Mm, location only. I can add. There's a string. Okay. Education details. Okay. You need to drop down, select university, and this one passed out. Passed out. This is the date. Date. Calendar date. I am only date I want. Due date. Date. Okay. Percentage. Okay. Percentage or CGPA is a string, or I can use decimal. Okay. is the best suitable for decimal. 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 Floating point number which is a 7 digits after the decimal point. Okay, this also we can take and we can look up for decimal. Here decimal. Okay, I'm going to create one field. Do you have experience? Okay, yes or no field. Do you have? This is true false. Either we can use yes or no. Okay, I'm using true false. Okay, so this is the checkbox. By default, true. Okay, by default, this is true. True means yes. That meaning. If it is yes, okay, then we want to take showcase all the questions. Okay, company name. If you want to add a choice field, yes, you can do. Okay, if you want to practice and more the choice, you can do. I can going with the string. Or we have the some companies. Okay, I'm going to reference to another table. This there is a core company table. Core company. Okay, we have the company's information. Core company. There you can create your company name. Okay, and your update. Done. So you can see the company details. Do you have the experience? If it is yes, okay. Here, two choices. You can save it. Okay. I'm going to save this one. We'll see. Okay. Here, qualification, masters, course, for example, your MSc. Okay. If it is graduation, BTech, passed out, year, okay, on this day, pass out, university, at the university, location, CGPA. Employment details, do you have the experience? Yes, company name. Training details, okay. Add some fields here, placement details, okay. So have you placed similar type of question, this checkbox, in which company you placed it, what is the package, okay. Here I want to add one more field as a photo, okay. So these, if I want to adjust, yes, we can add to some way. Okay. Here below, if I want to add any photo, image, profile pic. Okay. There is a option is there here, image option. Okay. Just explore. See, you have the time, Saturday and Sunday. Okay. So you can explore. I want to see the better output on this here. Image
Can
attached the
PDF
image.
be also uploaded PDF file?
Yes, attachment. You can upload a PDF also. Okay. So profile pic. I can click, choose file. Okay. The desktop. Like this. Okay. So I'm going to save this record. Okay. Now once I create it, then we call it as this is the list. Clear table creation.
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. So what are the fields you want to create? I can give it to you. Also, if you notice any field is required, you can add it. Okay. This is
Okay.
the practice. Like this way we are doing and hand over to the clients. For example, one of the requirement, some company they ask maybe educational institutions, JNTU, some university, they will approach to ServiceNow. We want to store my student details, how we can store it, where we can store it. So you need to provide this type of application table. So this is the way you can store your student detail. This is the basic details only here. Okay, their requirement is different. These are the year, in this year we want, from this college level we want student, everything we need to set. Okay, so here once you create the records, okay, create at least 10 records. Okay, once your records are created, then this we call it as the list. Okay, this we call it as a list. So list is nothing but collection of records, is a zero or more records. Okay, list is collecting records. Okay, so this is the one content page. List is a content page displaying zero or more records. What purpose we use the list? Okay, purpose of list is to sort, to edit, to search the records. For this purpose, we use the list. Okay, so I'm going to show you. Here I can create.
Anil, if we have to provide this detail to a company, will
Hmm.
that be in a specific format or it will be just like that as you are showing in the.
Yeah, they can give that format, in which format they want, what are the fields they want, everything they provide. The requirement they can provide.
So can't it be done by using Excel itself? Then why use ServiceNow?
Okay, digitalization. See, if you create the Excel, okay, some other college is there. They want to see the details. You need to share the Excel only. But this is the service now, the cloud. You can sit anywhere, you can access.
Okay.
That is the main reason. The automation is available in the service now. We don't want the basic methods. Excel, documents, books. These are not required. Previous 10 years, 15 years back, everything the university they maintained records as the books.
Mm-hmm.
After 5 years, you will go and reach, ask your details. They will say, give me some time. The same thing if they implemented in the digital, immediately they can show you and they can clear your issues. That is the difference, man.
Okay.
So once we created these number of records, some good amount of records, okay, the list is the concept. So list is nothing but is a page, is a page displaying zero or more records. Total, we can see 304. There are every list contains list bar. The first is the list bar, and the list bar left to right some icons are there. This is the additional control or menu. If you click this one, you can see view, filters, group by, show how many records you want to display on one page. The refresh the list and you can make it as a favorite. Okay. So as of now, you can see opened here. Okay. If I click priority, this will change. If I click assign to, this will be changed. That means wherever this icon is there, that name is visible in this place. So this is basically used to search purpose. Okay. Here, what are the columns are there on my list? Those columns are visible here. Okay. For searching any record in the list, better you can use this option. This is the list label, list heading columns. These are the columns, number, open, short description. If you want any record, if you want search any record with the short description, with the number, on that below column, there is a search box. If you want to see the search box, click the magnifier glass. Okay. Now there is a open search box. If I type list edit, now I can find out the record. These number of records are available with the list edit. Okay. To search any record purpose, we use this list. If I want to update something, okay. So this record I want to update list to new. Okay. Is the way we can update. Or else I want to update as a multiple. Okay. List class. All are updated the list class. So to search, to search, to sort, to edit purpose, we use. Okay. So how we can sort means just every column there are three dots. These are the column options. If you click it, you can see there are some other options. Sort A to Z, Z to A, ascending order or descending order. See, these is showing in some format. Okay, 40 is there, 39 is there, 37. There is no order. So if you want to make it as the order, as ascending order, click A to Z. All are showing in the A to Z. Okay. Okay. All are showing in the ascending order. If you want to make it a descending order, click Z to A. All are visible in the descending order. Ascending order, descending order purpose, you can use sort A to Z, Z to A. And there is a visual task force is not required. Group by number. If you want to see group by how many records are there on my table, So group by means we can apply whenever the multiple options are there in the that field. So if I click the group by state, okay, so it can display based on the state how many records are created. On state new 181, in progress 74, on hold 7, resolved 1, closed 42, cancelled is the 1. Once you group by, you can see group by the state. So if you want ungroup, again go to the group. There is option ungroup, click the ungroup option. And one more option in the column option, if you want to make any chart, any report, yes, you can use this bar chart, pie chart. And you can see there is a configure option. This is important in the list. So configure option, this is used to help to developers to set the default columns for every user, everyone. Okay, they want to see the same number of columns, the same number of columns. Here we can see updated approval business. Okay, total how many are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. If I will go impersonate with Bethan and will check how many will see. I can refresh. Okay, the same number of columns we can see. Okay, so if you want all the users, they want to see same type of columns. Okay, we need to create the list layout. So here for the list layout, configure and click the list layout. So in the list layout, what are the fields you want to add it? Either heading, column headings. Yes, you can add it. Assign to is there. Color is there. Channel I'm going to add it. Okay. And company information also I'm going to add it. Now I added two fields on the default view. In the list, we can see these two are available. Okay. So now if I go and impersonate with Bethan, okay, we can see same columns. Okay, so this is nothing but list layout is nothing but to adding the columns, and those columns can visible for everyone. Okay, you can add it columns in the list layout to your list page. There is another way to add the fields by using the personalized list. This is for your purpose, not for everyone. You feel you want a same field is required on the list, you add it. Okay, you can okay save it. This is visible for you asm. Now I will go and impersonate with Bethan. Okay, Bethan, Bethan can see that asm field. Once I refresh it, see, she is not able to see. Why? Because you added that field by the personalized list. Once you added any fields or columns by the personalized list, no one can see apart from that you. Okay, so these are the two ways we can add columns into the list page. So by using the list layout, as the developers we can do, all the users they want to see same type of columns, we need to configure the list layout. For that, click and configure list layout. So list calculation nothing but minimum, maximum, average purpose. This is not required. List control. So list control, what purpose we use? Okay. As of now, you can see new button. Okay. So I want to restrict on the my list page. I can click the list control. Okay. Once I click the list control, I can omit the new button. Omit this new button. So omit the new button if I enable and save this my list. Okay. Then this user cannot see that new option on my training details. Okay. My trainee details. See here, the new was hide. This new button was hide. Okay. So this is the way we can restrict anything you want to restrict, like user cannot create a new field here, new record here. If you want to restrict, we need to go list control. Okay. Configure list control. If you want enable, again click it and update. Then you can see the new button is available. Okay. So then the next option, all. So all is, these are the similar to form concepts. If you want to see this incident properties, what are the tables, what are the scripts you want to see, just click the all. So total 103 BRs, 81 scripts. These details you can see by clicking the all. And there is a next option, okay, on the columns. See updated selected records. If you want to make anything an updated selected records, you can use it. So on update set concept we discussed, few items are not captured. But if you want to push it to higher environment, you need to use the create application file that can be forcefully captured in your update set. Okay. Now I want to download this record. How can I download? Okay. For that, there is an export option. You need to select, then export. We can download it in different format: Excel, CSV, XML, JSON, PDF. Okay. I am going to download as a XML format. Okay. Downloaded. Once I downloaded, I'm going to delete my record. Okay. So here to delete, action and selected rows in the right corner, click the delete. I'm going to delete this record. Now this record was not there on my instance. Okay. There is option to import any file into your instance. That is the import XML. Okay. This import is nothing but import set, import set topic. Okay. This we'll discuss later. As of now, I am importing one file, one XML file. For that, I can select import XML. Choose the file. Just now what I downloaded, that file I selected, and I'm going to import this one. Once I upload it, see that file again come back. That is now available. Then there is another option. Okay. There is another option here. If you want to know about who made these things, okay, here show XML. Okay. So this is about your record fields, all the fields. You no need to open the record. Just open this show XML. What field value you want to look at? For example, number. This is the number is there. Who is created by? What is the class? You can see here. Everything you can see in the XML. Once click the show XML. So these are the few options in the list. And see, this is the funnel icon. To search any record purpose, if you want to apply the more filter, you can use the funnel icon. For example, here category is a network. Out of 306, how many records are category as a network? So I can search category. Category is network. So field value, operator, column, operator, and the value. If I click it, my filter is applied. Category is network 55. Okay. So if I click here, run the filter. Once you select the filter query, you need to run it. If you want save this filter, save the filter. And or logic, these are the filters. And means category is network and state is in progress. How many records? So then out of 55, how many are in progress? Those records only it display. State is in progress. I'm going to run this one. So you can see 13 records. This condition is satisfied. Then out of this one, I am filtering only for in progress records. Here I want to apply the priority. Okay. Again, and priority is P5. We can see is not, reverse to is not. For example, is in progress, is not means other than that value. Okay, is not P5. Is not P5 means we have P1, P2, P3, P4. Okay, is not P5 means other than P5, it display all the values. Okay, is not. Is one of, is one of means you are asking multiple values P1, P2, P3. If anyone is available, please return me. In this case, you are using is one of. Is not one of. Other than that, is empty. Whenever you see this is empty value. Empty records, if you want to look up, you can use the empty. Is not empty. On that place, something is there is a value. Less than, greater than value, less than the P1, less greater than the P2, less than the 5. Okay, greater than the 2. These are the backend values. Between, in between 2 and 3, in 2 and 5, how many are there? Is anything, is same, is different? These are the some operators. See, I am going is not with 5 means it display except the 5. Okay, I am running. See, you can see 1, 2, 3, except the 5, you can see all the other choices. So this is we call as the breadcrumb. This is we call as the breadcrumb. Okay, this is the filter condition. Okay, if you want to remove any condition from here, just click the this greater than symbol. Once you click it, remove the next condition. Okay, so here in the breadcrumb, in this filter condition, we have 3 options. Just right click on this here, open a new window, copy the URL and copy the query. So this query we may use in the script. In future, I can show you how we are using this query. Okay, so this is the one of the filter option. Once I click all the filters are removed. So there are some wildcard entries. If you want to search any record, okay, here I can type test. It can display wherever the test is there. Can you tell me why this record is came here? Everywhere we can see test. Okay, why this is there here? Whether ServiceNow written wrong record or correct record. See, presenting. I am searching for test. Why presenting record is visible? Why this is appear on my list? See here,
So,
ServiceNow. Yeah, Amit.
is it being currently tested or that?
Okay. So ServiceNow, don't think about this is a unique word, this is a specific word, this cannot bother about. It can look up based on this sequence of characters. Whenever sequence of these characters are available in any short description in the list of incidents, it will display. So in the presenting, in between, there is a test. There is a test. That's why this record is there here. Okay. That's why this record is available. So star means contains. That word is available. The sequence of 4 characters are available anywhere at the first word, last word, middle word. it display the record. For example, I search percentile. The percentile I mentioned starting, that means the word end with, okay, as a test. Okay, I am updating this word ending. So once I run this one, you can see these are the records, okay, ending with test. Here only one word is there, that is the first word, that is the last word. Okay, if I type list, you can see these are the records. See, ACL update in list, list is the last. If I type class, just now we updated, class is the last word here, all these records. So if you type percentile starting, what is the ending? Okay, for example, I can type edit percentile. That means edit is the first word, percentile is ending, means edit is the first word. Okay, so here exclamatory not test, other than test. See here, out of 242 you cannot see anywhere the test, you cannot see anywhere exclamatory not. Okay, not a test. So these are the some wildcard entries. So this is about list. So now what do you understand about form and list? Okay, see here, here form is a unique record, list we can display multiple records. On the form we can update only one field value, in the list we can update multiple fields. As well as on the list we can see limited fields. If you open the form you can see more number of fields and clear information, but list is the limited data. Okay, so list we use it for filter, sort and bulk edit purpose. This form we use it for only one record updation or viewing purpose. So this is about list, ServiceNow list. These are the some wildcard entries what we discussed just now. These are clear.
Yeah.
So you have the time, 2 days, so you can build this table. Okay,
Okay.
that your choice. If you want to create two or more tables, your choice, you can create at least one table. I want that is a fully. Okay, fine.
Okay.
So we'll connect on Monday.
Okay, Anil.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.